very first thing we'll talk about is Deadpool and Wolverine, everybody, because Deadpool Wolverine is finally dropping on Disney Plus on the best day of the year, November 12th, everybody. Great day of the year. I'm only saying that because that's my birthday, so it's like it's only appropriate to be dropping one of the best movies on one of the best days. That's all I'm saying. It made $1.3 billion at the box office. Did fantastic. You didn't get a chance to see it, which everybody pretty much saw it. But if you didn't, you can relive it. You can see it for the first time on Disney Plus, dropping November 12th. Can't wait to see it one more time. It's going to be fantastic. And of course, Disney is going to try to make Hugh Jackman play Wolverine as long as they can, just like James Earl Jones will play Vader forever and ever and ever, because he did sign a contract before he passed, so he can use his speech with AI based off this re-speecher program they have over there at Disney. Now, they used it before Obi-Wan Kenobi, so James Earl Jones didn't have to come in. They used a bunch of his catalog dialogue from all the past movies and then made it come together to make his actual voice for that series. And on top of that, used it for Mark Hamill's voice. They de-aged his voice with this re-speecher program for, of course, when they did The Mandalorian on top of that. So this is going to keep happening, everybody. James Earl Jones is going to keep coming back. There's no going away. Mike, are you here?
No, he's
Mike's
doing
not.
internet trolls.
Yeah, he was there for a second. He's going to keep going. He's going to stay forever because of this AI. But somebody says, back the fuck off me with the AI is Robert Downey Jr. Because he says, no, guys, you're not going to use that on me to keep me coming back after I pass away. Because he was on a podcast, the Kara Swisher podcast, and they asked him about this whole AI craze going on. He said, I intend to sue all future executives who sign off on the creation of a Downey digital replica. Not going to happen in his book, he says. Well, they said, what happens, if you pass away and you're gone, like, what are you supposed to do about that? You can't stop that. He says, but, my law firm will still be very active, so they can stop that and shut it down. So I get that for sure. So Robert Downey Jr., pretty funny, having a great time fighting this. And I understand that all these actors are being worried about this, as I am, as a lot of us have been, which follow on the show constantly. And I hope for the best for everybody in the future, because AI is great, but it could be horrible. But I love Robert Downey Jr. coming back to Marvel. It's fantastic. I'm happy about that. And I love that Nick Cage is coming to Spider-Man, everybody. And here's the first picture from Spiderman Noir. Very first picture of Nick Cage as Spider-Man Noir. So it's very accurate compared to the comics, compared to what they did over on Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, all those animated series they have forward. And it looks great. I'm excited about this. Dropping on Amazon, 8 episodes. Nick Cage is a freaking man. Finally playing a superhero. You want to be Superman way back in the day? Didn't happen. He gets to be Spider-Man. And I can't wait to see him like web slinging around town as this like 1930s kind of gangster Spider-Man. It's going to be great. Queen. Yeah, the Deadpool thing is all over the place. I know people will say it's plotless. I know some people hate it. They love it, but it did great for a reason. It's a team up. It's the buddy comedy aspect. That's what made it fantastic. It really did. It didn't do as bad, Queen, as of course Joker 2 did over there. But Joker 2 also has a little bit of information I didn't know about. Apparently, Joaquin Phoenix talked to Christopher Nolan about playing Joker in the Dark Knight trilogy. Who knew? So this came forward recently. He said Joaquin Phoenix was talking about Joker 2. He said, remember I talked to Chris Nolan about the Dark Knight trilogy, and it didn't happen for whatever reason. He doesn't really remember, but he did say that he's very happy it didn't happen, because he said, it's not about me, it's about how this whole situation went down. But the thing is, I can't imagine what it'd be like if we wouldn't have actually had Heath Ledger's performance in The Dark Knight, which I 100% agree. I love what Joaquin Phoenix did, but what Heath did was amazing. And I was so nervous about the day when it happened. I was like, man, to announce that shit, I'm like, there's no way. I remember Jordan and I were talking about it, and I was like, there's no way it's going to work out. And it did, and it's great. And it's legendary, and we needed it so bad. And WB tried it again with Joker 2. It was a big failure. So unfortunately for Joker fans, I don't know if we're getting any more of those movies. That bombed pretty bad. And you're definitely maybe not definitely, but pretty close to not getting any more of these Fantastic Beasts movies. Because Eddie Redmayne came forward to talk about these, and he was asked, like, hey, do you know anything about it? Of course, he played Newt in the 3 movies. It was a big thing for him. Everyone was excited to have Harry Potter back, and they didn't do that great. They had some controversy in there too. But he said in an interview recently, I think they probably have had the last of Newt moving forward because of how bad they did, of course. But he said, to be a very frank answer, yeah, I think it's done. That's, as far as I know, that's what it is. I mean, you have to speak to the people at WB and J.K. Rowling. As far as I know, though, that's it. That's done. It's in the can. So no more Fantastic Beasts. They're going to focus on that Harry Potter show for Max or HBO. So I think that's where they're putting their heart and their money into. So hopefully that's great. And this is unfortunately a big bomb. You know what? kind of needed it because they fucked Johnny Depp up over this. They really screwed him, guys. They screwed Johnny Depp. The Amber Heard shit was going on, and they fired him and they replaced him. That really pissed a lot of people off. But Johnny Depp is coming back. Everybody finally, his very first big feature film is moving forward after winning his lawsuit, and it's gonna be him and Penelope Cruz in a new movie called Day Drinker. Day Drinker, pretty appropriate for him, right? He's in his mega pint. He's hanging out, having a few great times with Johnny Depp. But actually, he's not the day drinker in this case. It would be Penelope Cruz, because the premise of the whole movie is that he's a bartender, and he's on this cruise ship, and she's this mysterious day drinker. Penelope Cruz shows up, and they both find out they're entangled in a criminal underbelly, and it's all connected together in some unexpected ways. So not much, pretty vague, but day drinking's happening with Johnny Depp. I'm happy he's coming back, and this is Lionsgate. It'll be fantastic to see him back on the big screen. And of course, talking about day drinkers, I got to talk about Ernest Hemingway, everybody, because day drinker, Lord Dracula. It's not blood, Lord Dracula. Talk about alcohol in this case. But Ernest Hemingway is getting a series, everybody, getting a 10-part TV drama series, The Life of the Legendary Artist Ernest Hemingway, who definitely knew his way around a whiskey bottle, I can tell you that. But this guy, I'm going to tell you, this guy too, it's based off this documentary, this biography, I should say, biography by Mary V. Dearborn. It's about Ernest Hemingway. It's called, it's just called a biography. It's Ernest Hemingway, a biography. It's a 750-page biography that follows his life from middle-class childhood in Oak Park, Illinois, to his life as an ambulance driver in Italy during World War I. Who knew that? I didn't know that. It's crazy. Then his career as a journalist in Chicago, and eventually as an author in Paris. And again, his uprising and eventually his death, which was suicide. He killed himself, which is very unfortunate. Very depressing story, but Hemingway was brilliant, Queen. Brilliant guy. I'm interested to see who will play him. Maybe Johnny Depp, huh? Maybe Johnny Depp, guys? Come on. I'm just throwing it out there. I think it's kind of JR shaking his head. He can't see him, but he's shaking his head. Maybe, I don't know, somebody great, hopefully. I can't wait to see where that goes too. But another person that was a big artist, that's something that's crazy that just happened, was Chopin. So like this is something, if you don't know about this guy. So this is a big thing that happened. Now, there was a lost, unearthed document, or I should say, music. I hear like stuff playing somewhere. It's really crazy. I don't know if that's outside. It's crazy. But a curator, Robinson McLean at the Museum of New York History, has discovered a previously unreleased waltz by Frederick Chopin. Now, this is crazy, guys. The first time any work by this Polish composer has been found in nearly 100 years. That's right, 100 years. And they know it's his work because this manuscript was 4 by 5 inches on parchment. That was the parchment he used too. And his handwriting, they could tell it's his handwriting. The paper and the ink matched him to what he normally used. So they're 100% sure this is his work. Came out of nowhere. But this composer's have one more work found after 100 years. It's crazy. And he died at 39 years old in 1849. That's a long freaking time ago. And a strange random fact, guys, about this. His heart was actually preserved in alcohol after he died in 1849, and it's sealed in a wall in Warsaw's Holy Church. Crazy, guys. Big artist, amazing artist, and his work will always be around. But yeah, he was so good. Ever since I saw him perform, you're good, Lord Dracula. You're good. Round of applause for Lord Dracula right there. Of course, you saw him perform. I hope you didn't kill him, man. I hope that wasn't you. He's an artist. He's a great guy. I'm so excited to see this. Maybe hear this. Maybe some more performance. That'd be fantastic. But another big performer these days, everybody, is, of course, Chappell Roan. And Chappell Roan, everybody, apparently has a new project, something new, a big surprise for all your fans out there. She said the album kind of popped off, and I'm about to do something that's welcome to a hot new bombshell into the villa, she said. And it's under wraps what this is, but a producer did come forward and say, this is Dan Nigro came forward, and he said that they have completed 5 tracks, including a fun, upbeat country song that has a fiddle, a couple of ballads, and a mid-tempo rock song, along with, of course, that Subway song she actually performed recently. That will be on the album as well. So Chappell Roan is getting much more content moving forward. So if you're a fan of hers, get ready for more. And if you're a fan of Christina Aguilera, I think there's more coming from her too, because Christina Aguilera recently did a Spotify session where she was like 25 years after Genie in a Bottle, and everyone was talking about that. I saw it actually. But the big thing they're actually talking about is what happened to her. So if you've seen her before and you see her now, people are like, is she on Ozempic? What's happening? She apparently had a nose job. She lost 40 pounds. Everyone was going nuts about it online. And again, I think she looked... Ozempic? You think that's what it is? People are saying
Ozempic?
GR knows all about that. We'll talk to GR about that in a second. But she's not saying it's Ozempic. She's calling it the rainbow diet. She said the rainbow diet. It breaks down like this. On Mondays, you do tomatoes, you do the red fruits. Tomatoes, bell peppers, strawberries, watermelons. On Tuesday, you do yellows, you do bananas, pineapple, lemon, corn. Wednesday, you do the greens, broccoli, spinach, kiwi, apples. Thursday, the orange, carrots, pumpkin, apricots, and peaches. Friday, you do purple, blueberries. Blueberries aren't purple. Plums, eggplant, grapes. Saturday, white, cauliflower, onion, pears, and bananas. Again, that's not right. And then Sunday, the browns, lentils, brown rice, nuts, and dates. I don't know. I think it's Ozempic. I don't know if I believe that. That's an interesting diet.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, I don't believe it, but everyone's freaking out about it. She looks fine, Angel. She looks fine, Angel says. Give her a round of applause for Angel out there. She looks fine. Yeah, everybody's talking about it. A lot of breaking news, everybody.
I haven't seen her that soon since she was in the Mickey Mouse Club.
Well, she was saying that, a couple days ago. But she was saying that two people were talking about her, like how how she's changed her size, or they were giving her crap when she was actually thicker, or because she said that just happened naturally. And now that she's skinny, they're giving her more crap. She's just listening to those people. She's like, fuck those people, she said. So
yeah. I totally get that. Yeah.
Be happy, be you. You think it's Ozempic there? Huh, Angela?
I think it's a lot of people are
walking down the street.
It's never going to play on there. It's always going to look like that. I mean, I think, it's being used for obviously weight loss for a lot of people, apart from diabetic, use like GR and I talked about. So yeah, I mean, it comes up in like almost every conversation I have with people now. It's pretty much like, I mean, everyone's kind of coming out of the woodwork like, oh, how'd you lose all that weight? Oh yeah, I started doing Ozempic like 2 months ago. They start talking about, and it's like, you can just tell because people don't, some don't look that healthy because they're just probably doing it. I mean, even though it's monitored and controlled, I mean, some people just don't look healthy after a while of doing it. You know what I mean? Like there's a point where it looks a little too like, you look like you're starving, it's not good.
Crimson Ghost has got you, Angela. Woof, 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 woof.
Like, was it woot woot? What did she do?
I think he was trying to say you're woot, woot, woot. But I think you're woot, woot. I think that's what he was trying to do.
Thanks, Crimson. Yeah.
GR takes Ozempic because of his actual diabetes, right, GR?
Well,
yeah.
Type 2, yeah. Correct.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing, and GR is not taking it for the health craze. But he does damn look good, GR. Looking good.
No, you look good, GR. I know you're not taking it to lose weight. You're taking it to live.
Yeah, living beats the alternative from what I've heard.
She is a mom, Angel. She is a mom. What do you think, Valerie? You think she's on Ozempic?
Listen, this rainbow diet, okay, whatever, but it's giving, oh, whoa, Ozempic. It is. Absolutely.
You can't believe anybody that says they're not on it, I feel like, right?
Ryan, she said she did it. She didn't do it for herself. She did it for her kids to set an example. That's
which is good.
She lost the weight.
That's good. You think that's what it is, Val?
Oh, definitely. And I think she's also got a very good injector. Very, very good injector. And yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, she's like what 43, I think. So I mean, she looks fantastic. She really does, and the haters gonna hate.
Great. Yeah.
She deserves her time in the sun because she was so heavily scrutinized when she, like she said, she was so thin for so long, and then she wasn't a teenager anymore, and yeah, I mean, people were awful to her.
Oh man, people
let her be skinny.
Are crazy on women and their thinness. People are really just critical on women. You know that. Like, I mean, I've worked in this industry forever, and it's just, if you're not a certain size, or heaven forbid, you're like, you just get. I mean, and that's why a lot of people that are taking these, what are they, like GLP-1 modifiers or whatever. Probably may have got that wrong, but like Ozempic things, like that's why they're jumping on them now, because the people who it's just so hard to lose weight, I mean, just become that quick, fast liquid diet that just, you can still keep on, you know, drinking or doing whatever it is you do, go get your, you know, shot, and then you're just kind of like back on that train. But I mean, a lot of people are doing it. I mean, I'm not saying they don't look good. Some people look really good. Like they, you know, want it and they want to do that. Then I think that's great for them.
And it works
you know,
for a little while.
You gotta be careful. They said that the weight can come back just like that too after you stop.
yeah, it does though. I know people that got off and they were like, holy, it was just like the same thing. It's just, you're going to bounce right back because you're using that, right, to like suppress your appetite. So therefore you're, you know, I mean,
you have to learn to, as my roommate says, there's one way to lose weight. Shut your mouth.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.